How's it going, everybody? My name is George, and if you don't already know, I'm on a mission, and it's to bring back the voice that we once had as a society. And I already touched on that in my introduction, and I also talked about individuality in my second video. And now I've already identified myself to you all, and you see me, I'm here speaking to you as an individual. And there's only so much I can say, and there's only so many opinions that I can have about various topics. Um, and I think while it's always good to relay opinions and to get the feedback, I think I need to actually step outside the box and go ahead and get that feedback from people personally. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to go ahead and go out and about here in the next few weeks. I mean, I don't care if it's a mall, plaza, or whatever. And I'm going to start talking to people. I'm going to ask them for opinions. I mean, depending on what it is that I plan on talking about on a given week, that will pretty much determine what kind of opinions I get from individuals while I'm out in public places. Um, it's time for you guys to be heard. It's time for you all to put yourselves out there and not necessarily worry about whatever repercussions might happen. I mean, you know what? Like I said it before, and I'll say it again. You have to have an opinion about something, and you can't worry about offending everybody, because all that's going to do is keep your real feelings caged up inside. And it seems like you see glimpses of it here and there, that people aren't as afraid to express themselves, but I think that they only do it to a point and then they stop and they cage themselves back up. I'm not about that. I mean, I don't care what it is. I mean, I could come up to somebody and ask questions about the fashion industry. Is image really everything? And I mean, I expect people to tell me straight up what it is that they think. I mean, I don't care if you think that image is everything or that it's not. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm not there to argue with you. I'm not there to debate with you. Nothing. I want to know your opinion. You're not going to get a fight out of me. You're not going to get an argument. Nothing. And that's pretty much how I'm going to approach it. And I'll put it out there. And it's not to say that anyone is right or wrong. That's why it's called an opinion, because there's no right or wrong answer to this. I mean, what it comes down to is people will have a difference of opinion. It's okay. You're allowed to. The problem that we have today is that people don't respect each other's opinions. And that's why we have so many problems. I mean, I can't tell you how many times, and I mean, politics is really the prevalent thing nowadays, because everybody's talking about it and that's all everybody thinks about, because the economy is screwed up, etc., etc. But right now, it's like, we're in a situation where people hate each other because of their party affiliation. And I'm like, are you serious? I mean, what does that have to do with anything? People are calling each other names or whatever because, oh, you're a Democrat, so you're all liberal and you're stupid or whatever. And then same thing, vice versa. Democrats hating people for being more conservative or what. It's an opinion. You are who you are because that's what you feel is right. Doesn't mean that another person's gonna think the same way as you. But don't hate them because they think differently. Who cares? I mean, we didn't care this much about somebody's opinion in terms of. I mean, we didn't let opinions affect us so deeply once upon a time, and here we are, where we're just it's a constant fight. So, like I said, you know what? I'm gonna go up to people, and I'm not gonna provoke anybody. I'm just going to ask for an opinion. I'm going to see where they stand, where you stand on any given issue, and that's that. And I'm gonna look at you, and I might agree with you. I might not agree with you, but I will shake your hand and I will thank you for giving an opinion and meaning it. That's all I'm looking for. The first step in all of this is to define yourself as an individual. That's the first step in all of this. And that's really what I'm doing by going out there and giving people a chance to speak their minds. So that's going to be the first step. Um, and going forward, I mean, the whole purpose of these videos is really just to build constant awareness. If you guys are wondering why I'm looking down, I actually decided to write a couple of things down on this notepad. If I can just, there it goes. I wrote down a couple of little pointers to talk about. Um, I've been getting some honest feedback. A lot of people say that I ramble, and that's okay. I'm a rambler. I can't control that. So, back to what I have on my notepad here. Um, I'm trying to build awareness, and apparently, people are watching the videos. I'm very grateful that you folks, whoever it is that's watching them, are watching it, and I hope that in some way, shape, or form, I'm actually giving you some positive feedback, or I'm giving you some positive input as to how to go forward in your lives. That's really all I'm trying to do right here. So ultimately, build awareness. That's the big thing right there. And like I said, while I have a wide array of things that I can talk about, opinions that I can give, there's gonna be some areas that require some more focus. I mean, I really do think that this whole topic that I talked about last week on individuality, that's a big thing that I'm gonna be harping on going forward. Um, I'm also gonna be talking about image, and that to me is also a big thing. I mean, I think that people, they use just they use their image as a way to fit in with society rather than using what's in their head, what their thoughts, their opinions. I mean, you see so much division, when it comes to the image of people. I mean, people will associate with others based on name brands or personalities, or how the physical appearances and the everything. I mean, it just, what the one thing that I actually learned when I went into the military was, how much I fell into that. Um, I was very much about image. And when I got into the military, I got to learn about so many different people from so many different walks of life. And I think that that's where it started opening my eyes. Um, Realizing that, what, I mean, just because somebody doesn't like football or somebody doesn't like rap music, that it doesn't mean that they don't fit in with me. I mean, you have, like I said before, you have your people that you're naturally drawn to, but it, it's not fair to the people who are different from what you're used to. And I learned while I was in the military to give all sorts of people, a chance. And honestly, I've made some awesome friends, and a lot of them don't even fit the same mentality as I do. There's all different opinions, all different walks of life, and I thank my experience in the military for providing me with that opportunity. And so, now that I've been out for, I mean, it's been 4 years now. I mean, I look at society and I say, wow, it's just like I left it. People are just split up, and nobody is willing to come together. So yeah, this is pretty much what I'm chasing. I'm chasing just getting people together. I mean, who cares about the differences? Who cares about the opinions? I mean, all I want is for people to have a voice, and I think that I am capable of trying to influence people to give that voice or to give those opinions and to establish their positions and not give a damn about what anybody else thinks. That's what I'm pursuing. And here in the next few weeks, that's exactly what I'll be doing. I'll be going out there and giving people a voice and making them feel like that their word is actually has value to it. And we'll see where it goes from there. I mean, I have a much higher objectives than that. I mean, eventually, I mean, I might try to, conduct some panel discussions to address issues, and, to see if people from different walks of life can come together and solve a problem. Because apparently, when you watch the news, I mean, you see in politics that there's all these problems, nobody wants to agree on anything, and everybody has this different perspective, and so nothing is being solved, and society sees that, and they're like, hey, what are we going to do? My idea is that you don't have to agree on anything, but you can still solve a problem, you know Like I said, I think individuality can actually lead to more unity down the road. So that's really all I have to say right now is a basic, very basic outline of things. I didn't want to go into too much detail. Um, Once again, just to recap, soon, after a few weeks here of doing some videos, I'll be walking around and getting everybody's input, getting an opinion from the people, not just from me. And everybody else will get to see it and decide for yourselves what to do going forward. So, hope you guys are ready. I'm ready. I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna enjoy it a lot. I'm pretty psyched out actually. So, more to come on this. You'll probably hear from me again next week. All right, take care, everybody. Have a great day.